Dillon Gabriel's fiance has brought some eyes to the team after a recent reply to a TikTok comment. So, a user commented with a pretty long reply, but the end of the comment ended up saying, "Nobody in that locker room respects that little dude," in referring to Dillon Gabriel. In a since deleted message, she reportedly responded, "Actually, everyone in the building wants him to play, but you wouldn't know that because you've never played in the NFL or been a couch." I think she meant to say coach, but couch, right? And then in another post, she captioned the video with "Browns lost, what's new?" So we keep talking about the Browns in a whole lot of different ways. We keep talking about chemistry. Arabia, what do you think of those comments from his fiance as a whole and just what the Browns got going on?
Well, a lot of people have so much to say about Shedeur and the Sanders family potentially being a distraction, but it's Dillon Gabriel's people, his fiance, who's online creating dissension between teammates. And if she is hearing anything online or that her fiance is coming back and saying she's exposing that online, so that's not a distraction from the Sanders. That's Dillon Gabriel's people camp who's coming in and creating all this ruckus online. That's number one. And number two, she said everybody in the building wants him to play. Maybe a handful of people with confirmation bias who you've heard, but everybody in the building. Myles Garrett isn't on the sideline jumping up and down, excited, all these, emotions on the sideline. I didn't see that with Dillon Gabriel or Joe Flacco. People are excited for Shedeur. So no, she's wrong. She's wrong on several different layers. First of all, it's not true. And second of all, you don't go online and expose that. There's a lot of stuff that happens in these homes that you just can't repeat outside of the home. So she's wrong on every level.
Yeah, this is what it looks like when a man's wife is out of control. You just gotta fix this, bro. You just gotta fix this. She can't be on there typing this, putting this kind of heat between him and his profession, his job, and his co-workers. It will be no different than your wife coming to your job and starting a fight with your manager or it's just unethical. You got to do better, Mrs. Gabriel, whoever she is. You got to do better.
Yo, Murder, what would you do if your girl did this?
She's on timeout.
What's that? What is that? What is that?
She's in a doghouse.
I wish Miss Bethel could be there sometime when you be following this. You know what you do? It's like you got a studio audience and there's no auditorium. You be like, she right there. She right there. We never see. We never see her.
She knows she's in a doghouse.
But yeah, I'll say this too, man. Now you're becoming a bigger story than the team.
Mm-hmm.
And it's already so much shit going on when it comes to the Browns. I'm talking about especially with Shedeur being there, the situations, draft, how he dropped in the draft, him not playing, going from potential starter to third string. It's just too many other storylines.
Mm-hmm.
For now, Dillon Gabriel's girl to jump in to be a storyline. They be waiting for shit like this. I don't think she know everybody in the building. I don't know where Dillon Gabriel from. I don't think she know half the people in Cleveland. Niggas want Shedeur to play. Niggas is rooting for Shedeur to play. That's just that. Now, maybe you and your household and your family, I get it because, that's your man. You want him to play. And that's the way the NFL goes, bro. The quarterback position is so finicky that you can't afford to take no days off. If you injured, you injured. The quarterback position is very finicky, and I think that Shedeur, knowing what the Browns have going on, most likely won't make the playoffs and not looking good. Let them finish the season out and see how it plays out, and then we'll figure it out next season for the Browns, if that's me. But Dillon Gabriel, yeah, you got to get control of this because what happens is this, and even if you don't stay at the Browns, the next question is, can you control your joint?
I just want to add, I really think that WAGs, wives and girlfriends, they need media training because you represent your partner so much in so many certain ways. And I feel like we revisit this in just different lenses. Like, I hate when somebody else takes away from the player with their behavior. It's like in her mindset, I know she's thinking like, my man, y'all keep trying him. Woo, 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 woo. You can feel that way at home. The
Thank you,
world
sir.
doesn't need to know all your thoughts. They really don't. Because in the end, it just always comes back in a way that you don't want it to. If you want him to be in the best position as possible, you should be supporting him as best as possible, quietly sometimes. Last thing I will add to her comments, I feel like have made people look at Dillon Gabriel's comments funny because I remember he made that comment at the press when he was like, there's entertainers and there's competitors. And people were like, well, were you shading this person? He's like, oh, no, that's not what it was. But then it's like, we're seeing the indifferences on what your fiance had to say off TikTok. Like it just should never get to that point where now everything's being questioned. So my advice, just it's okay to not say certain things. I always say this, it's okay. Sometimes every voice does not need to be heard until it's time. It's okay. Not everybody, you don't need to know everything sometimes.
Yeah, be cute. Put your energy into being cute. Put your energy into being fine. Let that be your addition.